In this tutorial, I have some details right here I need to add. So let's see what we can do here. Let's open the folder, the project folder. I have some images here, as I said before, and I got this image. Let's open it and let's see what we got. We got some very simple details we need to add. It's right here. So let's see how can we create these. I will take this image and drop it inside Blender here in this area, and there we go. Now I have something here to see. Well, now let's see how can we create that. I will select this piece and tap to the edit mode, and let's see what we got here. Actually, we got so much polygon here, too much. I think I just made a mistake when I applied the subdivision surface at this level. Anyway, let's see now how can we create this circular shape. I have an add-on I can use if I want. I can go to the file, edit, and go to preferences, or you can hit F3 from the keyboard. That's gonna, F4. You can press F4 to open this menu and go to preferences, and you can go to add-ons and search for loop, LOOP, loop tool, to activate this tool right here. And when you activate it, now what we need to do, let's switch to the face mode and let's grab some faces here. Let's select maybe this one, and let's hit Control plus to grow the selection, just like that, almost like that. And then when you complete, you can, let's grow this more, maybe right here. You can hit right click and go to loop tool and change this to circle. And when you do that, you will have a circle like this. But this circle, as you see, we have some overlapping. With these faces selected, you can hit S and scale the circle and make it small, just like that. Well, now it is small and everything looks fine, but we have some overlap right here too. What we can do is we can hit Control minus to shrink the selection and scale this result again, just like that. And there we go. Now it's a clean. Now this will work. Well, after that, now what we can do is Control plus to grow the selection, and we can hit E to extrude, and we can extrude this almost right here. Let's see, where should we extrude this, and scale it just like that. And maybe I can insert this result, but let's hit Control minus to shrink the selection, and I will scale this more, and then grow the selection again, Control plus, and then just hit I to make an insert, just like that, almost right here maybe, and then hit E to extrude this down. Maybe right here, and maybe I need to hit I, insert, but let's see what we can do here. Control minus to shrink the selection. Maybe I need to delete all of these or scale them and make them very small. What you can do is hit Control X to delete all of these edges if you want. Control plus to grow the selection. Control X to dissolve everything. So now we have clean face right here. Well, with this face selected, what you can do is scale this a bit and hit I for insert, and again E for extrude, and S for scale, and I for insert, and you can leave it like this if you want. That's gonna work. We have some edge right here we need to create, and let's see how can we create that. I will add an edge right here, Control R, to support this area. Maybe right here. Okay, and now I need to detach this piece and make it alone, or you can extrude this piece down if you want. But for me, I'm going to switch to the face mode, grab this face and grow the selection, hit Control plus couple times, until you reach this edge right here, and when you complete, just hit P and then S to separate the selection. And now this piece is separated. Now let's select this edge alone, and let's hit slash to isolate this piece alone, and hit E to extrude it. Let's see, where should we extrude it? Well, we can't extrude it correctly, but we have a trick. If you want to make, you can hit F to fill this area and hit E to extrude, and extrude it maybe right here, and when you complete, hit XF to delete this face, and now we have nice extrusion right here. Well, now let's hit slash to jump back, and let's select this piece alone, and let's hit slash to isolate it, and let's maybe let's do the same thing here. Tap to the edit mode, grab all of these edges. Alright, now let's see how can we extrude this piece, because if we hit E to extrude, the extrusion will go free just like that, and if you hit Z, that's not gonna work. Even if you hit Z twice, that's not gonna give you the right extrusion. So I'm going to hit Control Z. If I switch this to local and hit E to extrude and hit Z, that's not gonna work too. Even if I hit, if I choose normal, if I hit E to extrude and Z to the normal, that's not gonna give you the right extrusion. Let's go to the 7. As you see from the top view, we have a tilt here, and that's not correct. So I'm going to hit Control Z. So now, how can I make the extrusion correctly? Well, let's take this back to the global, and let's jump to the 3D cursor right here. Just pick this icon, and just put the 3D cursor right here on this piece. But I need the 3D cursor to take the same orientation or the tilt of this object. As you see, the 3D cursor is moving according to the view. So that's I don't want that. If we open the tools here and go to the 3D cursor tool, you can switch this to none to view to transform to geometry. I will select geometry, and I will left click again. As you see now, the 3D cursor is take the orientation or the direction of this piece, as you see here. Well, that will benefit me when I make the extrusion, but what I need to do is switch this option right here, transform orientation, switch it to cursor, and now hit E to extrude, and now if you hit Z, the extrusion should go correctly, just like that. Let's check that. Let's go to the right view and to the top view. Now it should work fine. As you see here, it's correct. Well, now let's hit slash, and I got this result, but I think I got some overlapping right here, because this area is very close, this edge is very close to this one. So I will select this piece and then hold shift to grab this one and tap to the edit mode. I will select the both of these two edges. Let's see how can we select them. Let's go to this option. Let's select one of them and hit S to scale it to avoid this overlapping, and then select the other edge and hit S scale it and make it smaller until you be satisfied with the result. Now let's hit tab, and now we have nice result that we got right here. Cool. These two pieces, I will create them in the next tutorial, so wait me in the next tutorial. See you next.